A lot of people have asked me whether I was nervous for today. And honestly, I can say that I wasn't. Nervous for the speech? Sure. Nervous that I'd cry? Not like me. But there's not a single part of me that hasn't been filled with pure, utter excitement at the thought of marrying you today. Hola. Whose idea was it to put me last? Because I am a mess. Thank you so much to all of you for being here this weekend. I've actually got it written on here for those of you who know Chloe and me, which, mental, you all do. And if you don't, welcome.
Standing here in front of all my favourite people, I honestly feel so overwhelmed with love. I think I speak for both of us when I say that this is the happiest day of our lives, even more so than when we had our firstborn Indy.
When I first got together with Michael, Chloe's late father, we took our first holiday in Mallorca. And one of my enduring memories of that holiday is visiting Chopin's house in Valdemosa. And we watched a wedding at the little church opposite. And little did either of us think back then that 30 plus years later our yet to be born daughter would be getting married on this beautiful island. But it seems a very fitting choice of venue, and I know Michael's here in spirit and he will be raising a glass of martini to you both at this precise moment.
It's really such a pleasure and a privilege to have all of you here with us on holiday in Mallorca, a place that we just associate with amazing and happy memories, and more importantly, love.
Since we met and in the lead up to the wedding, everyone has gone above and beyond to celebrate us and to make us feel so special and so loved. We treasure every single friendship here, and we are so lucky to have all of you in our lives.
This weekend just would not be the same without each and every one of you here. You really do, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, mean the world to both of us. So before I get any further, please, if you would indulge me, raise a glass and cheers to you all. Like any great fairy tale, our story started not with a glass slipper or a horse-drawn pumpkin carriage, but with a swipe right on one of Chloe's many thirst traps. Picture this. I'm a single man living in London, a high-flying city lawyer. I said picture it, and I was in the dating game. By which I mean I paid for all the apps.
Drawn in by Richard's photo wearing a running medal, total catfish, by the way, I agreed to a date in our local pub one Thursday night after work. 6 years was a long time ago to recount how I felt in that first meeting, but luckily for today, I documented the entire thing as the night played out, minute by minute in the group chat. Within 13 minutes of being on that date, I'd messaged the girls saying, OMG, think I might love Scottish. A few minutes later, I followed up with, he has pretty small hands though. But I guess a second date won't hurt.
Could you all be upstanding for the bride?
When my skin is thin, or my sickness fills the air.
Richard, I love who we are when we're together, and I love who I am when I'm with you. You truly do make me the best version of myself, and I am so grateful and lucky to be standing beside you today as your wife.
Chloe, from the moment we met, I knew you were special. What I didn't know was just how happy and lucky you would make me.
I am so proud of what we've already built together in the last 6 years, and when I think about everything we dream of for our future, these are the vows that I want to make to you today and forever.
My heart is
So here today, in front of all of our family and friends, I want to make these promises that I already know will be the easiest I will ever make.
and I know I'll break down, and I know you will crumble.
I promise to continue to build a life and a home with you that's full of laughter, respect, trust and kindness, and to make our family's happiness my priority.
I promise to love you and to care for you more than Indy loves pine cones or her tennis ball, and to show you every day in big ways and small. I vow to love you for the person you are today, the wife you will be tomorrow, and the person that you aspire to be.
You have stood by me and cared for me in the days when I have needed you the most, and I vow to do the same for you. In crowded rooms and quiet nights, I will hold your hand and I will never let it go. And whilst I can't promise to be perfect, I promise to you that I will try to be the best version of me so that you may be the best version of you, to be the husband that you deserve and to give you the world because you deserve nothing less. I love you.
It's now my pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife, and Richard, you may kiss your beautiful bride.
She was beautiful, she was funny, she was interesting. I thought she was great, I was taken. In fact, when I got home, and I vividly remember it, I sat down in front of my flatmates and I just said, I'm in trouble. And we continued to date and here we are. The rest is history. Wrong. Turns out, the feeling wasn't completely mutual because at the same time, Chloe and her mum were having the following text exchange. Decided I don't quite like Richard, he's too boring. Quite sweet, but just boring, and it's me making all the convo, it's draining. To which Adele, always to my aid, replied and said, it's not uncommon for people to have kind, dependable and faithful partners, but be a bit bored by them. At least they have worry-free lives. Bit lukewarm, but I'll take it. You tried. Chloe, ever rational, then responded, I wouldn't be worry-free. I'd be worried about how boring life was. And how I was going to die after a boring existence.
So, I admit that I got it massively wrong when I messaged the group chat doubting whether you were boring. Since we met, you have brought me more joy, fun and happiness than I could have ever imagined. And I think my friends like you more than they like me.
Chloe, and the life we've built together makes me happier than I ever thought was possible. And I thank my lucky stars every day that you fell for my lie, that I enjoy running. So please, if you would, raise a glass just one last time. To Chloe, my darling wife. I don't know what the future holds for us, but I'm excited to experience it with you, and I know it most certainly will not be boring.